Thank you, Madam Mayor. My name is Bolton. I appear on behalf of the Parafield resident, Mr. Kevin Head. Thank you, Councillors. Thank you, CEO. I acknowledge that I'm here on Ghana land. At least 90% of all Muslims that are here in Australia, and there are 476,000 of them who nominated Muslims in the 2011 Australian census, come here on the basis that they're ordinary people. One person gave evidence, one such person gave evidence to a senator who said, and I quote, 90% of us don't go to a mosque, Senator. 90% of us don't have any affiliation with a mosque. I came here to escape those tyrants, he said. Madam Mayor, I represent a man who is not here to complain about ordinary Muslim Australians. He asked me to represent him to complain that the Council has made an ill-informed, irresponsible decision and that Council has not provided for appropriate public participation in the process.
Thank you. I would like to ask
Do you want that 5 minutes?
you do. Would you like an answer to that, or would you like to speak to 5 minutes?
I'd like to speak 5
Go
minutes.
ahead.
So what is it that you have approved? There was a small newspaper advertisement which said place of worship. Didn't say mosque. We know your council reports say that mosque fits into that definition. Then after last Monday or Tuesday meeting here at the DAP, Channel 7 reported that they spoke to a person who was a spokesperson for the applicant who said that it's not really a place of prayer. It's more going to be like a community centre or a school rather than a place of prayer. That was in the Channel 7 news that night as a response to the dissertation to the DAP. So my question is, which I'll be happy to hear the answer at the end of my 5 minutes, is do you know what you've approved? Because not one person here who's a resident of Parafield knows exactly what the intention of the applicant is. And they have a right to be told. Under the State Constitution Act, local government is set up to be local as a system of local government is better government. The principal role of the council is to make informed and responsible decisions under the Local Government Act. And under the Development Act, local residents are required to have appropriate public participation and to be notified of it. My instructor tells me that hasn't happened for him. So who is the development for then? It's an application by the Hazara Foundation Incorporated. I wonder whether you checked the Architects Association to see who those people were, who the office bearers were. Have you checked to see what their objectives are? Are those objectives lawful? Have you checked? Have you asked them? When I check, I find newspaper reports, that is, generally accepted quality newspapers, say that there are about 10,000 Hazara who live in Western Sydney today. And the reports that are in the public domain show that their young men are being lost to extremist ideology and crime. End quote. They stab people in the street, shouting out that they are warriors of Islam. This is not me saying this, this is in the public domain. The National Children's and Youth Law Centre identified 250 cases of underage marriage in the Hazara community alone. Some mothers are saying they're afraid their daughters will run away because if they do, they'll be killed. In Melbourne, the Immigrant and Refugee Women's Coalition sees 150 women a week of the Hazara. They report that almost every Hazara family practices under...
Sir, may I ask you to keep your discussions to the petition, but this is what you are asking now.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm sure you will have read the deputation from Mr. Kevin Head which raises these points and says that it is ultimately...
I think you're actually discussing the petition tonight. That was the application to discuss the petition, not to discuss what you are discussing.
Thank you. Mr. Head says that it is beyond council power to give planning approval to premises where unlawful acts will occur. You cannot approve premises for unlawful acts. Unlawful marriage is against Australian civil and criminal law. The young women who get married according to the Sharia which these people follow commit offences. In fact, one man was charged, the husband,
This is
been
actually
charged with
not what's on the
25
petition.
counts. 25
I'd ask you to
counts.
keep this to the petition, which is exactly what was asked that you are to do. This is not what is in the petition.
Madam Mayor, my client lodged a 67-page document with the DAP at its last hearing.
You are aware that DAP is different to council.
Thank you very much. And he did that because the DAP is the authority that handed down the decision. On that night when he handed it in, he was not allowed to speak and was told it was being referred to this meeting tonight. So he comes now here to address you tonight on the document that he was told by council on the last occasion would be before you.
Your time is up.
Well, could I have injury time for all the questions you've stopped me speaking to?
We will take on board.
This is not a complaint against Muslims, it's a complaint against the 96.5% of Muslims that go there purely to preach Sharia law, dominates Australia law, and we object.
Thank you.